Let me transfer you.
Switch to Farm Bureau Insurance today and get real service instead of getting really tangled up. For auto, home, life, and health, get the membership advantage. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
I'd say as an offensive line in general, they all have improved. Summer workouts, running, getting stronger, coming into training camp knowing that they all were fighting for certain positions, made all of them better as a whole. When it comes to the starters, those guys that were out during the spring, they came back knowing what they had to do and knowing that they had to work on certain techniques, and it made them better. And as a defensive line, them getting better made us become better as a whole.
Martin, same thing I asked Coach kind of, what are the positives for you guys of what the program has been able to do the last 5 or 6 or 7 years? You know, going into a season where, you replace a lot of parts, but, how much does that tradition that you guys are starting, how much does that help you?
I would say it helps you a lot because once you learn how to win, you learn how not to lose. And the feeling after a game, after a championship, after the 08 championship, that's a feeling that you want back year after year. And as a fifth-year senior, you try to instill that feeling in some of the first year, the second year, and the third-year guys, those guys that weren't on the team. And I would say if we were able to actually instill that feeling before we actually go out there and win a game, then I would say that's the best accomplishment that you can do before you go out there and play the season. Because once you have that feeling, you know how to win, and you know you can go out there and you can battle with the best and come out with a victory.
You played for 3 coaches now. How's Coach adapting as a young guy?
He's adapting well. He's easy to talk to. He always keeps his door open when you want to talk to him. I have his cell phone number, and I talk to him on weekends, or I text him whenever I need to ask him a question, or even when I just need to talk to him about anything or everything. Everybody on the team likes him, and we're all getting along well, and we just can't wait to actually play a game for Coach Scott.
Aaron, 8 months ago, roughly, I guess you were same seat. The presumption is that a transfer quarterback from USC will throw for 30 touchdowns and 2,500 yards. And I wonder how you deal with the expectations of things like that.
I mean, for one, I don't have, I don't see the expectations that other people kind of place on me. I haven't watched the TV, haven't read the newspaper or anything like that. So just coming in and play within myself is all I can do, and hopefully if I do become the starter, then my job is to lead the team and help the team win.
You've come from a program that thinks the way these guys think, how expects greatness and all that stuff. How does it compare here to there?
There's a lot of similarities, especially within practice. High-paced practice. And the personnel around me is excellent. That was one of the things I was really impressed with when I first came here. How good and how well coached the guys are here, and it's made my job easier coming into a situation with the receiving core that we have, and then now the offensive line is improved, and so it's just been a better situation for me.
You probably haven't been around a FCS school. Southern Cal doesn't play those. Mm-hmm. Have you been surprised by the talent level, just in general? I
mean, I knew there was talent, but definitely, there's guys here that I think, they could play at a place like USC. Our 2 corners, Justin Rogers and Tremaine, they're solid players, and they really impress me and make me think twice about going outside to some of our receivers.
Has your mind drifted all last August and how much has changed and what might have happened had you not been hurt since then?
Not really. I've been kind of staying in the moment and focusing on my job here.
And how has this quarterback battle made you a better QB in this situation?
It makes you focus day in and day out. If they had named a starter one way or the other, last spring coming into camp you might get complacent, and so the battle really helps you focus and make sure that you're on top of things.
Have you been disappointed that you haven't been named the starter? And has it sort of complicated your life in terms of explaining to people what your status is at the university?
No, only because the coach has been honest with me the whole time. He's told me at the end of spring we're still not going to make a decision. He's told me throughout camp that we're going to wait, and that, that's all I can ask for is coach has been honest with me, and we've gotten equal reps in practice.
Aaron, what do you think you have to do to win this quarterback competition?
I think win over my teammates and win over the coaches, and basically just do my job, play within myself, and limit mistakes.
How would you describe your relationship with the other quarterback?
It's kind of love-hate. We both want the same thing, but we're not mean towards each other or anything like that. It's an understanding that we have, that we both want the same thing. There's only one spot.
Martin, from a defensive perspective, you see these guys every day at practice. How has this battle helped both of them get ready, for September 4th when y'all play UVA?
I would say, first of all, having a defense like ours, going at them every day, showing them different things and attacking the line and making them scramble sometimes, it's helped both of them able to read defenses. I would say both of them are great quarterbacks, and I'm just glad that both of them are on my team, and I don't have to chase them around on the field.
Aaron, when you transferred, did you think by this time you would be the starter? And is it a surprise to you that you're not?
No, because right from the beginning, from the first time I was in Coach Scott's office, he told me there were no guarantees. So from that perspective, it's like I said earlier, he's been honest, and so there's no surprises.
Aaron, I'm sorry, you had mentioned about the corners, thinking twice about going into the Justin or Dranger. What about this front four that you got to face?
Makes me get the ball out a lot quicker, especially in the spring. But and even now, there'll be times where it's just a 3-step drop and they're in my face. So I think it's helped me become a better quarterback just from I have to play faster and make smarter decisions.
What have you heard about CAA football?
That it's the best, and each game, week in and week out, is going to be tough. So you got to be on your game each time.
Do you like the fact you're playing an ACC school game one, despite the fact you have the rigors of the CAA schedule afterward?
Yeah, it's something to play for. Kind of bragging rights if you go in there and you get the job done, and plus it'll get you ready. It's not just some scrimmage game or playing in a lower ranked team. It's you're going up against the best in the country, so that should help us, and hopefully we can come out top with a win.
You took snaps there, didn't you? I wonder if you have any recollections of that afternoon, setting or game.
I just remember it was hot. That was it. Getting off the plane in the humidity, but now I'm used to it.
No recollections of the game itself really stand out to you?
I think Mark threw like a 60-yard touchdown that kind of blew open the game, and from there it was won handily.
I would say you guys might make too much of it, but as a team, it's one of those things that you just see and you move on from it. Like Coach Scott said, it's going to happen on the field. At the end of this season, it's going to determine who's going to be 1 through 10 in this league. We play because we love the game and we love each other and we love being around each other, and we know we have a great team. It's the unknown when it comes to our team. It's not knowing who's going to be the starting quarterback, not knowing who's going to be on the offensive line, not knowing what young guys are going to be able to step on the defense and play the positions that we need them to play. And there's a lot of unknowns out there, but we as a team and as a coaching staff, we know that there has been guys around this program for 3-4 years that have been wanting to play and ready to play, and when they get on that field come UVA, that they're going to show everybody that the unknown is there, and they're going to be running the ball and flying and catching touchdowns from Aaron or John Lobb.